So today I just want to address something quickly with the pregnant women community. Today I want to talk to Opreki. And I want to address something about the antenatal supplements that you should take when you are pregnant. So most people in the private sector are taking supplements that they are buying at their pharmacies, at your clicks, at your discounts, and some of these supplements being your Pregomegas, your Stellamamas, your Pegnavit, etc., right? And I just want to mention something that is very, very important about those supplements and who can take those pregnancy supplements and who should not take them. Okay, so if you have anemia, which means that you have a low level of red blood cells in your blood, or a low level of the substance that carries oxygen in your blood, which is hemoglobin, then you cannot take the supplements such as your Pregomegas, your Stellamamas, your Pregnavites, etc. Those kind of supplements, they are catered mostly for people who are not anemic. Well, women who are not anemic and who can do well with low doses of all of the vitamins and the supplements that they need during pregnancy. They can do well with low doses of them, and they also are able to get these supplements or these vitamins and nutrients from their diet as well. Okay, so there are some people who might not be having a well enough balanced diet that includes the foods that they need to increase things like their iron, their folic acid, and their calcium. Okay, so what supplements are important for you to create red blood cells and increase the amount of blood that you have to prevent anemia? So you need iron, you need folic acid, okay? You need vitamin B12. But most people who are anemic have iron deficiency anemia, meaning that they need a lot of iron and they might not be getting that iron or might not be getting enough iron from their diet. So that's where the supplements now come in, and you need to take actual iron supplements. Or sometimes some other people have anemia that is caused by having a folic acid deficiency, and then you would need folic acid. Or others have the anemia that's caused by vitamin B12. Outside of the other anemias that are caused by the medical conditions that you may have, such as like HIV or malaria, those kind of conditions. Okay, so if you know that you are anemic, guys, and it's important to know these things before you even fall pregnant, right? Check your hemoglobin level. We call it in short your HB. That tells us how much blood you have, and that tells us whether you have anemia or not. You cannot afford to have anemia when you are pregnant because you need to share your blood with the baby. And if you already have low blood, you will take that low blood that you have and you'll share it with the baby, or the baby might not get enough, and then you'll be at a deficient level. So you need to make sure that you as the mom, you are not deficient and you don't have anemia. If you do have anemia, Pregomega, Pegnavit, Stellamama, those supplements are not going to work for you because you need higher doses of, could be iron, you need higher doses of folic acid. And also another supplement that's important for pregnant women is calcium. Calcium, it helps to prevent a condition that is called preeclampsia, when your blood pressure is sky high and you have things that we call proteins in your urine. Okay, so basically it prevents high blood pressure. Calcium, you need to take calcium. And also with calcium, there's a certain dose that you need. So I want to talk to you guys quickly about the doses that you need of these supplements, which you will not find in the supplements, the pregnancy supplements that most people are taking that I've just mentioned now. Your Pregomegas, your Stellamamas, Pregnavites, etc. So if you are anemic, and also to prevent high blood pressure, we want you at least to be taking at least 200 milligrams of iron daily. Okay, and that also depends on where your hemoglobin level is. Okay, but a good place to start at is taking at least 200 milligrams of iron per day. All right, then folic acid, we want you at least to have 5 milligrams of folic acid daily. All right, and then with calcium, we need you to take at least 1 gram of elemental calcium in divided doses during the day. So for example, the calcium that you might find over the counter will be like calcium carbonate, for example. We want you to have at least 1,000 grams. So the calcium carbonate, for example, maybe you'll find it in a dose of 168 milligrams. So for you to get 1,000 grams of elemental calcium, you'll have to take 2 tablets of that 168 milligram of calcium carbonate, 2 tablets of that 3 times a day, and that will make your 1 grams of elemental calcium. So if you're not sure of like the supplements, guys, just look usually on the packaging of the supplements that you are taking. Usually there's a list of the vitamins and the doses of the nutrients that you actually need. So they'll have the doses of the nutrients that are contained in that supplement. So look for iron, look for folic acid, look for calcium. Are you at least getting 200 milligrams of iron? Are you at least getting 5 milligrams of folic acid? Are you at least getting 1 grams of elemental calcium? And also, as I mentioned, if you are not anemic, you don't have a high blood pressure that might end up becoming high blood pressure eventually in your pregnancy, then you're fine with Pregomega, you're fine with Stellamama, Pegnavit, etc. However, this is the important part. If you are anemic, you cannot take supplements like Pregomegas, Stellamama, Pegnavit. You need the specific nutrients, the specific doses. You need specific doses of your iron, your folic acid, your calcium. So make sure you know whether you are anemic or not. And when you go for your first pregnancy visit, usually they check your anemia and they'll check your BP. If your BP starts to become, it's like it's increasing throughout the pregnancy, make sure you are taking calcium and speak to your healthcare provider about it. And then if also you are anemic, your HB is lower than 11, then take iron supplements. But if at your first visit already your iron is high, it's like 13 or a 12, then most likely you're not anemic. But if your HB is low at the beginning of your pregnancy, and it's important for you to start attending clinic very early on so that we know, are you anemic, are you not anemic? And then we'll be able to see which supplements do you need to take. All the supplements that I mentioned in this video, they are for people who are well, who don't have extra nutritional needs that they have. But if you have a condition like anemia or you are hypertensive, then you need to get more of certain nutrients to prevent certain conditions. So I hope this video helps, and please share it with everyone else that you think might benefit from it. See you on my next video.